Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I am going to discuss with you a Flipkart interview question which is asked for the UI role, UI role 1. Okay, so let's see what is the question. I got this question from the lead code. As you see, the question is we have to create a front-end chat application which is similar to the WhatsApp web, which and there are some mandatory features and some bonus. Okay, and we have to create this application by using only JavaScript and the plain CSS. We do not have to use any libraries, as you see this is it is mentioned here. And we have some API response here. You can see where we have the title and the message list, and so this is the another response. And uh, and here we have scrollable list of contact with images, title and date. Okay, so in the right view and we have search box also. And we have to make the styling which is similar to the WhatsApp web. Okay, and we also, one more thing, we need the data to be persisted. Persisted means when suppose we have sent some message, and when the user refresh the page, that message will not go away. Okay, so that message will still be there. So these are the feature we have to implement. So I have made this, I have already implemented this. Let me show you what we are going to make today. So this is the application what we are going to make. So you can see the left section is also scrollable. You can switch between the chats, and the right section is also scrollable. So you can see if I scroll this, it is also scrollable. And you can also search the contact by their name. Suppose if I put the first, so you see it is also we can also filter the contact, right? So if I type the ninth, you can see we have this chat. Okay. So now let's try to implement how it is going to be implemented. So in my VS Code editor, I have created three different files. First one is HTML, second for JS, and third for CSS. And in the index.html file, I have linked the CSS file and the JavaScript file. Okay, so I will put the link of all this code in the description. So do not worry about the code. So you can see in the index.html file I have only this much HTML file I have written, and index.css file I have just commented all the code. Okay, I will uncomment the step-by-step code and I will explain you, for such that you will get more idea like why I have written this CSS. And index.js file I also have commented all the JavaScript code, and I will not write all the code line by line because it will take lots of time. I will explain all the line by line code. Okay, so that you will get the better idea. So if I show you in the browser, you can see right now we only have, this is the HTML page, which this is the page which is rendering right now, because we don't have any style. All the styles has been commented. So I just open this code side by side, and so if I just uncomment this code, you see right now we have the margin is 0. And if I uncomment this one code also, if I save this file, you see we have the background 0 and the height is 100 vh, and display flex, align item center, and justify content center. What it does, it center all the elements which is present in the body. Okay, and you see which we have this chat box class which we have written on the top of this is div. Okay, so if I uncomment this chat box, this style for this chat box, if I save the file, you see right now we have this type of div just appear, right? Which has width 70%, height is 80 vh, and border radius, and the background color, and overflow hidden. What overflow hidden does, if there any content which is getting outside from this box, it will automatically get hidden. You can see this search your contact and type your message. This corner is got hidden, right? So this is because of this property. Okay, and the other properties, inside the chat box we have chat section. Okay, let's see. Inside the chat box we have this chat section. Chat section is this div which wrap around the message section and the chat context section. Okay, so if I uncomment this line of the code, so you see right now we have if I inspect, okay, if I click on this inspector, which I have a Chrome extension, you see it got divided, right? It got divided into two sections. The first one is for the contact and the right one is for message. Okay, so If I select uncomment this line of the code, you see we have this scrollable contact which height 80 vh and the overflow y. It just adds simply at the scroll path, okay. And this code, what it does, it will just uh, this code will just set for the scroll bar thing, okay. I just put the width and the 8 pixel and the height is 12 pixel, such that the scroll bar will looks better, okay. So right now let's move to our JavaScript file. So inside the JavaScript, let me first uncomment the handle context section. Let us first do the write the logic behind this, the context section, which will appear on the left side, okay. So here in the JavaScript file, I have this message array. You can just you just copy this message array and put in your file, okay. So let's first uncomment this code, handle content section, and let's see what it does. So you see inside the handle context section, we are passing a contact list array. Right now contact list array is equal to the message. What is this message is basically this message array, okay. If we are not passing any parameter in the handle context section, it automatically takes this message array. Otherwise it will consider the array which we are passing, okay. So inside this handle context section, we have this a contact list array. Let's see why we are using this contact list array. And we have this contact section which is just targeting this scrollable contact. What is this scrollable contact? This one is the scrollable contact. Inside this scrollable contact, we will put all our contact, okay. So contact section dot inner HTML equal to null. I put this, I will explain you it later, so do not worry. So first here we are iterating this contact list array, okay. So inside this contact list array, we are using the for each loop, and we are referring every item as a user. First we have created a div box which is main contact box. I store in a variable, and inside this main contact box, I add a class list which is main contact box, okay. And at the main contact box, I add a event listener which is for handle message section, okay. This event listener I added, let me comment out this line of code, so because it we will use this later, okay. Let me do also comment this one also. And here is the user logo box for div, and I also add a class list which is user logo box. Inside this user detail box, I add a class name which is user detail box, and I create a paragraph element using document.create element, and I also add the class name which is username also. And inside that I put the name, which is by using username dot inner HTML is equal to user dot title, and I just append with the user detail box, okay. And for the same, I created one more paragraph tag and do the same. And you see here is the paragraph tag which I created, and add a class name and put the inner HTML to here there, which you are seeing here, okay. And user detail box dot append, which is the user last message, okay. I just append this paragraph the p tag inside this user detail box, okay. So and here this is for the image tag which you are seeing here, okay. Right now this is not appearing properly. And at the end, I just push this main contact box dot append, which is the div, okay. Inside this div, we are just putting all our the image tag, the paragraph tag, and the title tag, okay. And at the end, here I am pushing the contact list dot push, which is main contact. What is this main contact? Main contact is basically this div, okay, which contain all the user related data. And so here, that's why above I declare this contact list, okay. And at the end, what we are doing, we are just append this contact list inside this contact section. What this contact section does, this contact section does, it is basically this scrollable contact, right? You remember here is the scrollable contact, and so that's why I am putting here contact section dot append, which is contact list, okay. So if I save the file, and it is just loading, yeah, it gets loaded, and you see we have this all the images and the section, the name and the title is just came, okay. So if we set some of the CSS property, so let's see how it looks. So if I uncomment this line of the code, So now you see we get the background color which is light, which is something gray, you can see, okay, dark gray, and we set the opacity 0.9, and we also set the property overflow hidden, so that if any content go outside it will got hidden. Okay, so let's uncomment the other line, and you see this message section, right? This is the right section, right side section. We also change the background color to this 17, 27 and 23, and set the opacity to 0.7. Okay, and this contact search input box, let's uncomment this one. This styling is for the search your contact, you see. Okay, let me just save. Okay, so if I save this file, you see we have this search your contact got styled, and the main important property of the main property of this style is, see, you see when I scroll this left section, this search your contact is still at the top, right? It is not got hidden like as this image, as you see all these images got hidden, right, if I scroll up, but this contact is still there, because the reason is, here is the property which is the position sticky. Okay, and when the value of the position, when the distance, when the gap between this contact and the top is 0, it got sticky. So because of this sticky property, it is stick at the top. Okay, so user contact styling, if I uncomment this one, so right now you see, if I save, let me save this file, you see we have main contact box, user contact styling. Okay, this contact right side. Right now the image height we have not given. Let me uncomment the other one also. Yeah, so here is the user image. So if I uncomment this one, you see we got the styling, right? The user image height is height 50 pixel and the width 50 pixel, and for this round structure we have this border radius which is 50%. Okay, and we have, let's do one uncomment this property as well. So if I save this file, you see when I do the hover, okay, this background color is also going to change, right? So this property is because of this hover. When we are doing any hover, the background color is set to be this RGB 42, 57 and 66. Okay, so these are the some main properties. Let's uncomment the other one as well, and let's see user detail box. Okay, right now let me uncomment all of them. Okay, you got the idea, right, why we have for what styling I have used. Okay, so I uncommented all the CSS property. So let's move to our JavaScript code, right? So this first section I have explained, so let us move to the handle message section. Okay, where is this handle? Yeah, so here is the sum of the line which I commented, right? So let me explain you. Let me uncomment first this line. So here I added this on click property on this main contact box. Okay, because the reason is, suppose you click on any of this contact, right? You see we are getting the message which is related to this contact. If I click on this one, if I click on this one, you see we are getting this message. Okay, so this is happened because of this one. Okay, we are calling we are passing that user ID inside this function handle message section. Let me open in full mode. Okay, so when the user click on any of the section, it is getting called this handle message section function. Inside this handle message section, here I am passing this index is equal to 1. Okay, suppose if the user clicks some, or we can also remove this index is equal to 1. Okay, so inside the handle message section I am passing this index. Okay, so let's first this is current selected contact is equal to index. This current selected contact, I have created a variable at the top. Let me uncomment this as well. So what we are doing here, we are just taking this scrollable message which we are defining in index.html page. Scrollable message, let's see what is this. So you see we have this div box, okay, scrollable message. Inside this div box we will insert our all the messages, okay, which we have present in this message array, okay. So here is the first I have put this scrollable message dot inner html dot equal to null. I also put this line here also, right, for handle contact section. I will explain you why I put this, okay. So again doing the same thing, created a message array, okay, and by using this index array we are just accessing the message of index -1 and message dot list inside, because we all the message we have present in this message list array, okay. So that's why we are I am taking here message list, and again doing the same thing using for each loop, referring every message as an msg and creating the div, adding some class list and putting the using the inner html. I just put that message inside this div, okay, and inside this message array I am pushing here this message div, okay. And I'm also using this break tag such that because I put the css property to the inline block, okay. If I do not put the break element, it all this message will come in the same line. So that's why I'm adding here a break tag, and I also push in the array. And at the end I just append this main message box, okay. um, and at the end I just append this main message box and append this message array inside this main message box, okay. And this main message box I append in the scrollable message. What is this scrollable? Let's see. This scrollable is basically we have this scrollable message we have you see we have this scrollable message div. So inside this scrollable message div I put all the messages, okay. So this is the role of this function. So let me show you. So you see if I click any of the contact, you will get the message which is related to this contact, okay. So the one thing, if I do not put null here, let me just comment this line of the code. If I do not put the null, you see if I click on this first title, okay, you will get the data. If I click on the second title, you will get the data and the previous data also, okay. So that's the reason I just put here null, okay, before so what it does, first it will clear the suppose you click the second contact, okay, and inside before moving to the second context, for what it does, it will just clear the message which are present in this right section, okay. So that is the thing it is doing. Inner html is equal to null, okay. So because of this, when you click on the first title, you will get the data, and when you click on the second list, first it will clear the message which is present in this message, and then it will show, okay. So this is that's why we are using dot inner html is equal to null, okay. So now let's uncomment this handle filter function. Handle filter, okay, and this handle contact function also, because both are related, okay. So now let's see what we are doing in this function. So I am first taking this input box by using this query selector contact search input box, which I am written here, contact search input box, okay. And I added a add event listener, which is key up such that whenever user type any letter, we will got the access event dot target dot value by using, okay. And inside this add event is inside this callback function, I'm calling this handle filter function, okay. And inside this handle filter function we have this name variable. Let me remove this console log. So here I am using this filter method such that we are doing the filter on this message array, okay, such that message dot filter if the item dot title, okay. What is item title? Item dot title is basically item dot title is basically the username, right? Inside this message we have this title, you see, right? So here we have message dot item dot title. If this title include the name, we will return the item, otherwise we will not, right? And at the end, after filtering the contact, we are just passing this filtered contact inside this handle contacts function. Okay, we already have created this handle contact function such that it will take care of this the left side contact section. Okay, that's why I'm passing here a contact list array. Okay, so this is just a simple function. See, if I write any name, suppose FIR, let me save this one, sorry. See, if I type the FIRST, why it is not working? Okay, so you see I have commented this line of the code. Okay, you got the idea why I am uncomment this one. The same reason behind this message section, right? So let me refresh the page, and if you see, if I type the first, you will see we are getting the data which is starting from FIR. Okay, if I type second, you will see we are getting the contact which is name is second. So filter is also working fine. So right now overall functionality is working, and now we need to do the this. When we type something message and press enter, this message got sent, right? So let me uncomment this one and also uncomment the code. So inside this handle message send function, I am just taking this send message element tag by using this query selector. What is this send message? This send message is basically this input box. Okay, so on this input box I am adding here a add event listener which is key up. Whenever user type any value, we got that value. Okay, and I also add if here is a if condition, if the event dot key is equal to enter. Okay, when the user click on the enter after typing some message, it will visit in, it will go inside this if condition. Okay, and suppose if the user writes some message, if the suppose user didn't write any message, okay, and user hit the enter, so we do not need to send that message, right? We don't need to show that message in our message section. So that's why here I am just returning if the event dot target dot value dot trim. What it does, trim will remove the space from the front and from the back of the string. Okay, equal to string whose length is 0, then we will simply return. Okay, otherwise what we will do, we will do the message dot current selected -1. So see why I am using current selected here. Okay, so that's why I am using current selected -1 dot message list dot push and push that value. Okay, message event dot target dot value, and at the end what we will doing, we will just calling this handle message section. Okay, this handle message section, this will take care the right side section what we have to show. Okay, and at the end I also put the event dot target dot value is equal to null, because we also need to erase the value what we have written inside this message box. Okay, after sending the message. So this is the overall code. I know some of the features I didn't have implemented, like the persisted, and that persisted is very easy. Okay, you only need to store this value in the local storage, like suppose where you have to add that local storage. Let me tell you, suppose when you call this handle contact section, okay, you just need to update the local storage. When you write the handle message section, you just need to update the local storage. And at the time of filter, you also need to at the time of filter you do not need to update the local storage. And handle send message, here you after sending the message, you need to update the local storage, such that whenever you refresh the page, we have all the data present in the section. Okay, and also let me know if you got this question in the interview, are you able to make within 90 minutes or not? So let me know in the comment section. Okay, so this is the video which this is the code which I just want to show you. If you like this video, please make sure give a like and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much.